So there is a machine. I'm doing laundry, and there's a machine in the background. There may be a little bit of a sound coming through from the machine, and I hope it's not going to really come through in this video, and it will not affect the recordings for today. I would like to talk about the reason why chosen people have to be alone. They have to be, they tend to be, they seem to be, they are always alone. Chosen people are not regular people that you know. So they are not those usual boyfriends that you've dated. They're not those usual friends that you've always been having around. Chosen people, they're different. These people, they are highly gifted, okay? They are gifted in so many ways. And they have got some rare, unexplainable spiritual abilities. You understand? And you see, the thing is, a lot of times, the people that choose to come close to you, they have a feeling that there is something about you that they do not understand. So sometimes people, especially low vibrational people, they tend to navigate a way into your life for a couple of reasons. They want your gift, they want what you have, they want to get close to you so that they can know how you're moving, okay? So they want to know the deepest secrets of your life. And sometimes chosen people, they intuitively know this, that not everybody that usually comes around them has really got good intentions for them. So sometimes it's the reason as to why they tend to distance themselves from a lot of people. And normally this is not even personal. So the chosen person doesn't take it personal because, yes, they are alone. Sometimes they crave connections with people, they crave relationships, they crave genuine friendships. They are also people like anybody else, like I've said. But at the same time, they're not worried or even bothered that they are alone, because a lot of times in that alone time, it gives them a chance to develop themselves, to develop their gifts, to develop their crafts, to learn more about themselves, you know what I mean? So they are growing in that solitude. And it doesn't really bother them. Even if sometimes there's a time comes when they feel that, okay, so maybe they need a girlfriend or they need a boyfriend, but at the same time they're looking around and they're feeling like not everybody that can come around to offer this friendship or relationship or whatever, not everybody that comes around has got their best interests at heart, and most of the time they feel it. So that's why you see a chosen person can push somebody away. When a person comes close to them, a chosen person may decide to push them away. The reason why they push them away, because they can usually spiritually feel that those people, they are somehow on a different frequency, and they know that the moment they get close to them, that thing is going to trigger something in them, okay? So because you see, a lot of times low vibrational people, they are easily triggered by so many things. So a low vibrational person comes into your life, and then they're going to start seeing what you do, okay? So the way you reason, the way you move, the way you think, or whatever it is, they're going to start trying to understand your crafts and your gifts and the things like that, you know what I mean? And sometimes this thing is going to trigger jealousy within them, okay? So it may be something which is subconscious. They don't really have to do it consciously, but it is going to be subconscious, and it's going to trigger something within them, because they're feeling like, why does this person have these abilities or these gifts, this wisdom, this knowledge? You know, a lot of times people are thinking that, why do you have things that they do not have, even they will never have, for that matter, most of the times. And this thing triggers some kind of jealousy within these individuals, and that's the reason why sometimes you see people, they start to even hurt you, even without necessarily intending to do so, but they end up, there is that spirit within them that starts trying to hurt you, because they feel that you're better than them on a very spiritual level. And sometimes it's even funny, because the person that is trying to hurt you is usually sometimes even doing better than you, okay? They could be having driving a nice cool car, you know, they could be living in a very nice comfortable home, they could have this body that you dream about and everything like that. But these things are all 3D stuff, so they're all physical stuff. But in the inside of them, their spirit lacks that fulfillment in their spirit, and they have got that emptiness and void within them. And sometimes they are seeing these other things that they do not have, and they are most likely never going to have. They are seeing everything in you. So if a person who has been a chosen one, you're a chosen one, and you've sometimes ended up with these narcissists. These narcissists, when they come to you, they gravitated towards you They came into your life thinking that, okay, so when they get closer to you, there is one or two things they're going to learn from you. They're going to, you're going to enhance their lives in so many ways. And sometimes this has also caused a very big jealousy within those narcissists. And most of the times, this is the reason as to why they were usually envious of you. If you decided to dress a certain way, the narcissist told you that, I don't want that kind of dress. We're not going out when you're dressing like that, the things like that. Or you decided to eat a certain food, the narcissist was like, I'm not going to eat that food. I want to eat a different way. So you have always been having constant fights with these individuals because of the way you understand life. Because you see, a chosen person does not understand life on a 3D, okay? So they understand this physical reality that we are, but they also understand life on a 5D. And not many people can do that. And not many people have got the ability to do that, okay? So the majority of people that you meet on a daily basis, I could guarantee you that out of 100 people, only one person out of those people may actually try to understand, even if not exactly how you think so, but they will try to understand the life that you're living. It could be just one person out of 100. So even sometimes none, okay? So it's very difficult to meet these kinds of beings. So I can also guarantee that when that person appears in your life, ladies and gentlemen, without putting the ego aside, those people that appear in your life, ladies and gentlemen, your life is not going to be the same. You're going to start seeing life in a very different way because they come with this energy, which usually shines into your soul, and sometimes it helps you see things and life in a different way. So they may start mirroring back your energy. They may even sometimes do this unconsciously. So they sometimes mirror back this energy to you and try to make you understand that, listen, there's a very big chance whatever you're doing is not working out, or that direction you're trying to go is not going to work out, because a lot of these guys, they're intuitive. So sometimes they may even see some of those things that you cannot see, okay? And this is sometimes what triggers a lot of people, especially people who have got a lot of dark, these dark spirits within them, this negative energy within them. It triggers them to that extent that they start to get jealous of you, and they're like, why do you have these gifts? Or why do you behave a certain way? Why do you speak like that? Why do you dress like that? Why do you do the things you do? And most of the time, they cannot understand what is going on. They know that you're different, but they cannot understand why, okay? So when a chosen person brings a person close to them, that person has got to go through some kind of an X-ray, okay? So they have to really scan that person, that individual, on a very spiritual level. So they need to really understand what they're all about. They need to understand who are they connected with, because a chosen person also is a person who is concerned about your own connections. If a person who wants to come into their lives and you have got a lot of connections around you, there's an energy around you that they don't want to deal with. Sometimes you may see a chosen person cutting you off, okay? They're not really cutting you off because you may necessarily be a bad person or whatever, but they're cutting you off because they are seeing you involved with a certain type of energy. And these people, they know that the energy is contagious. So the energy can easily drift from one person to another, and then eventually to that person that you're connected with, and that energy sometimes can even flow towards you. So for a chosen person to protect themselves, which is also one of the reasons why they decide or choose to be alone, is that they are trying to cut off these links, and they know that you may be linked with some other people that they don't wish or they don't want to deal with. And that energy can start flowing from them to that person and eventually to the chosen one. So that's why those people, they decide to just cut off everybody, okay? So it is what I'm trying to say in this video. It is going to be very difficult, very complicated for them to get a genuine friendship, okay? So a person who is going to come into their lives and be their friend or be their partner, for that matter, whatever, it is going to be very hard. You see, a lot of these chosen ones, they have already been swimming in stormy waters, okay? So they have come from very difficult families. Their life has been very difficult. They have really struggled with life, and things have usually been hard in their lives. So most of the times when they have come to that sense of awakening and they have really understood who they are, so is why you see them now, they're starting to guard themselves. They are very protective of their energy and the people that actually really matter to them. So they protect themselves and the people around them that need their protection, okay? So do not take it personal. If you want to see what I'm talking about in this video, You might have had a person who wanted to date you. For example, you're a woman out there or you're a man out there, and you wanted there was somebody who wanted to come in and, you know, like in some kind of a friendship or whatever relationship, and most likely you have rejected that person. You may not really have rejected them physically in their face, but you may just decided to stand away and keep them, give them a distance, okay? And you might have noticed that those people, when you rejected them and refused to go into some form of a relationship with them or a friendship with them, you may sometimes have triggered them, okay? And this triggering is coming from those inner demons, because there's a lot of people who have got a lot of inner demons with them and they're not even aware of it. So they have got a very dark energy within them. And sometimes that energy feels like, okay, so the energy has got to gravitate toward the light so that they can benefit in some kind of way. That's the reason why you see a lot of times this mirroring is happening. You know, when you meet a lot of these toxic people and they come into your energy, they come into your presence, they are going to start to mirror you, because they feel that, oh, there's these beautiful things you're doing, I want to be like you. You know, so sometimes you will see a lot of these narcissists, they may decide to copy your dressing, they may decide to copy the food that you're eating, the music that you're listening, because they are trying to mirror you and try to understand how are you moving. How can they actually be like you, okay? So that's the clear example how you can tell that actually a person is not supposed to be in your life. When you see a person who does not have their own personality or whatever character, behavior, and they're coming around you and usually mirroring the things that you do. Okay, it's okay to mirror somebody when you have got the good intentions with them. It may happen sometimes, even in soulmate relationships. But if you see a person who is overdoing it, okay, then you have to know that that person, they're not in your frequency. So those people, they do not have a personality of their own, okay? So they are trying to copy you because they want to be like you. And most of the times they're stealing your energy, okay? Even sometimes without knowing it. So it's the reason as to why you may not be surprised why you have a lot of chosen people. And they are usually by themselves, okay? They are isolated. They are isolated for so many reasons. Number one, they are protecting their energy because they don't want to deal with that energy. They've already dealt with that energy for so many years and it has been enough. And they do not want to deal anymore with that kind of energy. But on the other hand, they also know that there is people that are coming close to them and they actually want what they have, okay? So these people are coming around to try to monitor you and, you know, sometimes see what you're doing, how you're moving, and sometimes they want to steal your energy. And the chosen people, they're also aware of this. This is the reason as to why they give those people a distance. So this whole thing is not personal, okay? I've always told you guys in my videos, the world that we're living in is a spiritual world, okay? So some people understand this world better than the others. And that is not personal, because it is not everybody is a chosen one, and not everybody has got that anointing that you have, okay? So you need to understand people and leave them where they are. If you can help them, you can always help them. But at the same time, if you see that they are getting very close, a chosen person will push them away. So the only person that will ever qualify to be authentically around the chosen one is a person that is most likely another chosen one, because those people, they understand themselves and they are on that similar frequency. They may not be necessarily on the exact same frequency, but they are actually doing similar things and moving the same way. So they understand each other. So those are the guys that usually tend to come around the chosen one, and sometimes they can have very, very good relationships with them. Because remember, when you're with people who are vibrating the same, they're not going to be jealous of you. They're not going to try to hurt you because of what you have. You see a lot of these wealthy guys, these millionaires, the billionaires and whatever. You can look around them. They have got very small circles. There's a reason as to why they have got very small circles, because they know that they're going to bring these poor people close to them, less privileged people, and sometimes those people are going to turn those people into assets, okay? And sometimes they're going to destroy them, they want to kill them, they want to steal their money, they want to manipulate them, all those kind of things. It's because they're not on a similar frequency. So the billionaire will also gravitate around a billionaire. So they're not going to be any jealousy within them. They're just going to be sharing ideas and enjoying themselves and enjoying their light and whatever. But when they bring a lot of people who are very low vibrational, they know that they're going to hurt them. So the same puzzle also works with the chosen people. They also want to bring people very close to them that are in a similar frequency, so that they can actually move towards a certain goal without any hard feelings, without any bad feelings, without any torture, manipulation, gaslighting, and abuse, okay? So if you're chosen one out there, do not be surprised as to why you are really having a lot of time alone. The universe wants you to be alone, yes, okay? The universe wants you to grow. The universe wants to teach you, because there's a lot of times the universe is going to teach you in your solitude. The universe will be teaching you a lot of things that you need, the tools you need on your journey. And at the same time, the universe knows that there's nobody can be around you, because when they come around you, they're going to destroy your path, and they're going to actually delay your progress in life, okay? So everything is not personal, ladies and gentlemen. So let us know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can always book a session with me. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, catch you guys in my next one. Desmond signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.